This is Darren Burke with Keller Williams Launch Sales Team. We are here at 2325 Plum Point, and Chuck and Carolyn have decided to sell their lakefront home. If there's anything that I like to do in real estate, it is sell lakefront property. And Chuck and Carolyn's house is awesome. Let's go on in so that they can give us a tour. So Chuck and Carol, thanks for inviting me out. I understand that you have made the really big decision of selling your dream home.
Yes.
That you have been in for quite a long time, yes?
Quite some time, yes.
Since 1987, we've been here.
Oh my goodness, yes. Well,
October of 1987.
Well, I feel really honored that you called me to allow me to help you. Now, Chuck, I know that you've got a lot of years being a well-known architect in Cleveland, and you have several of your footprints around the Cleveland area. However, I know it's more commercial, and what I'm looking at here, this does not look commercial, but I know that you designed this.
That's correct, and yes, it is not commercial. And yes, I did not do single-family residences. And the basis for this building, really, is a place for Carolyn and I to go on weekends all year round. And we wanted a dramatic change from the city of Cleveland and a neighborhood type house. And so, being an architect, I just fancied the opportunity to put my all into this building.
So what we're looking at here, though, it kind of has some similarities to an A-frame, but I can tell that it's not, especially when you're looking at the roofs and the pitches and all the lines, I can tell it's not exactly an A-frame.
It is.
What is it?
The main central structure of it is based on an A-frame. The construction of it is totally different than an A-frame. It is what we call in the industry a post and beam structure.
Okay.
And that is, it's made up of laminated beams and posts and a laminated deck. Then the additions to either side, the bedroom wing and the kitchen and the office wing or extra room wing, are again post and beam structures. The difference dramatically from what happens in town is there is no plaster or drywall in the building.
Anywhere in the house? Anywhere.
And it is siding, redwood siding inside and out, which is maintenance free. And that was one of the requirements that I told Carolyn we had to deal with.
So that was very purposeful.
Very purposeful. I did not want to have to come out here and do housework, like paint, like cutting grass, like maintaining the building.
But don't you have to stain and treat and take care of?
Not at all. This building is built with redwood siding, which is one of 3 products of wood, cedar, cypress, and redwood that have natural oil preservatives. That means you don't have to do anything to them, and they will preserve themselves.
Wow.
So it's done that for 25 years. It is an excellent condition.
Yeah.
No rot, no dry rot anywhere, and we've loved every minute of it.
And you picked this particular lot as well?
We did. And
because I noticed coming in, one, it's a closed cul-de-sac where there's only a couple houses on the cul-de-sac.
Yes.
So there's a lot of privacy on the cul-de-sac. But then I also noticed that you seem to be on a cul-de-sac on the lake as well, and with a straight-on view of the channel.
Of the sunset.
Yeah, the sunset too.
Right straight down the channel.
Straight down in the summertime. It comes off the water and comes up into the house. It lights the whole inside of the house. So yes, we did pick this. It has very small lake frontage, which means you don't have to design or deal with rebuilding a seawall to maintain the frontage. And yet it gives us everything we need in the way of a dock, in the way of a beach, and immediate access to the water.
So when you designed this house, basically you designed it more or less just for yourselves?
Not really. Yes, it works beautifully for the 2 of us here all by ourselves, which is really nice. But we had 3 at that time growing children, now grown children, who had parties. And we have had as many as 50 or 60 people in the house at one time, and you hardly even know it here.
You have to understand that this house was designed for recreational purposes.
I know.
And it's a house to have fun in and to be fun. And that's why I've created all of these negative spaces that are all different at different angles. It just adds to it, and also the skylights bring light in at different angles, and it just is fun.
So here we are in your
This is the
master,
master bedroom.
and true to form, I see lots of open spaces, double doors that go outside to
This
the
deck,
deck.
and there's a door over there that goes out onto the front deck. And so it really opens up in skylights, so in the morning you can look up and tell what the weather is. And you can tell
nice.
whether it's spring or summer by how many leaves are on the trees. And you can see over here, all of our dressers are filled with baskets.
Okay, so yeah, I
And
noticed it.
all of our hanging is hanging free. They're in little alcoves, but it's all hanging free. We're on a lake, lots of moisture. We're in the woods, so the humidity can get pretty dense here. And what I did not want was ever to come out on a Friday night and open a drawer and have it smell musty.
Gotcha.
So we've left everything open, nothing.
So they can breathe. It's obvious that when you look around, there's lots of closet space. There's
Huge
Lots of
storage.
hanging storage space.
Lots of
yes.
storage space.
Yes.
It really carries kind of. It's a country house on the lake, but it has this contemporary kind of European IKEA type feel
Yes.
to it, as well as just being modern still.
Friends of ours who are Swedish have said this reminds them of the Swedish Northwoods.
Yep, I believe it. Okay, so we're on the other side of the house now, and this room looks equal. It's another really large room, but I can see this isn't a master bedroom. What do you use this room for?
Everything. We use it, we have some office space here because both of us worked for a long time, and long weekends meant we would bring some things out with them. I did a lot of writing out here. So we wanted a place where we could have a computer and we could keep things and have it nice and yet still have a workspace. So we have an office here. We have extra sleeping area over here so that
Great.
when family comes, this rolls out and we've got another bedroom. It's an exercise room because the bicycle is there and we've got enough space here that we can work out.
And you've got the nice extensions on the ceiling, and I don't know the architectural term for that, but beautiful design.
It's in keeping with the other part of the house. It's a beam ceiling. Again, redwood siding on the inside. Open spaces, high ceilings. Very comfortable area to be in.
And instead of seeing the lake here, it feels like we're in a tree house.
Yeah, it
Because
really
we're
does.
surrounded
It
by
feels
the-
like
by
you're
the
up on top of
woods.
the trees.
We are,
Yes.
yes. The birds sit in the pine.
What a
It's very
fantastic
neat.
place to work.
Very neat.
And I love the high ceilings really add a dimension. It just makes it feel like it's much larger than, I know it's large, but it seems larger than it is.
Mhm. Plenty of space.
Yeah, great. Not only do we have the beautiful view of the lake and the wraparound porch, but we have this beautiful peak structure here that really seems to become a focal point. Even when you're out on the water, I couldn't help but notice being drawn to this. So how did that play into your design?
It has created some very interesting shapes. The structure has done that. It has also created a lot of volume within the building. And we take advantage of that volume by putting some lofts in the living areas, which accommodates, again, another bedroom area, and a wonderful little loft that is at the highest point that the little kids just love.
I saw a futon up top that
Yeah.
actually
There's a
folds
futon
out.
up
It's
there.
a crow's nest, really.
Yeah, and they love to climb up there and just look down on all these adults. So we have worked at the shapes, and the structure lends itself to that. And again, it's playful. It's different.
Right.
It creates wonderful shadows on the building itself, and every minute is different during the day.
And that extended even to the carport.
Absolutely.
I see that you couldn't just have a boring garage.
That's
As
right.
an architect, you had to create and make it part of the design.
Exactly. And again,
And it's got roofs that go every which way.
the roofs are not your typical roof. It has storage areas, it has accommodations for 2 cars, and it is, again, part of the complex of this site. It is not just standing there by itself. as the house is not, as the gazebo is not. They're all parts and parcel of the whole picture.
And you forgot the covered bin for the wood, which makes a big difference in the snowy winter
I saw
Yes.
the wood stove.
Yes.
I couldn't help but notice the wood stove because when I was young, we used to heat our house by a wood stove, and that's how I used to make my living. Actually, was cutting and splitting wood, and when I was young. And so this also has multi-uses in addition to the 97%. I saw a fuel-efficient furnace.
Yes, absolutely, and it has a gas-fired furnace. It has an air conditioning system that conditions the whole house, both
When you say
heating,
gas, are you propane?
natural gas.
Natural gas way out here?
Yes, natural gas.
Okay.
And so the house is very well insulated. It is very easy to heat and cool, and so we have all of those accommodations.
Where do you get your water from?
The water is public water. It's city water, you might say.
It's city
Not
water
a
and
well.
sewer.
Not a well.
No septic.
And there's no sewers or septic systems
That's
that would
fantastic.
leach into the lake. It is all controlled city services.
And I noticed you have multiple bathrooms to accommodate if people have to go at the same time. You
Yes.
We have
provided for
four
that.
workstations.
So
Yes.
it really truly is built for entertaining.
That's exactly right. That's
Wow.
right. I mean, here again, it is a recreational house.
Yeah.
It is different than what you find in the suburbs of Cleveland
Right.
or any other city.
Well, and I also thought that what was so unique was around the corner how you have an outdoor shower so that when people come off the lake from swimming or the bicycling, whatever, and you have an opportunity to use that
Yes,
before coming
yes.
in.
That adds to the whole picture.
Wow, that it really, it's obvious that you guys really took the time to build this house. I don't know really why you would want to sell such a beautiful home.
It's
but
hard.
I'm very thankful
It's
for
hard.
people like you that you do, because this makes my job a lot more fun when you have houses like this to sell.
And we hope that you will sell it to someone who loves it the way we have loved it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, and that for a house like this, it's really important, isn't it? That you want somebody to love the house and to perpetuate
Absolutely.
what you created.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, thanks a lot, and I'm sure we'll be spending a lot more time together, and hopefully providing this through the seasons, being able to show people what it looks like through the seasons as well.
Bring them out in the snowy weather. It's
Yes.
just wonderful.
Yeah, I've heard all the stories about all the things you can do on the lake, from ice fishing to cross-country skiing to ice skating to even snowmobiling on parts of it. with all
Absolutely.
these
Yeah.
channels.
It's a wonderful year-round facility.
Thank you for joining us at 2325 Plum Point. And if you're looking for a home, to get away from the city, or to enjoy a home on the lake, this one is truly an extraordinary house to consider. Darren Burke with Launch Sales Team. If you need any more information on this house, please contact us.